like 27, because the other ones that were all messed up. Okay, so the first question was, my opinion matters to teachers at my school. We have 33%, sometimes, never 37, always 19, and often 11. Okay, I feel like some of you kind of just looked at what your partner was doing or were in a bad mood yesterday. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I know sometimes your views are negative some days, sometimes you're more positive. And then I looked at surveys that you don't have your name on it, but they were kind of together, and I could tell that you just did what your neighbor did. So this is what I got from my opinion matters to teachers at my school.
Wait, what is the word? Never should have been.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next one, then I'll kind of explain it a little bit more. Okay, so my opinion matters to the principal in my school. This is probably the person you have least contact with at school, right? So us, you see us every day, so you get tired of us. But the principal, you see him during pepper rallies, when he's talking to y'all about doing good, right? So, never 6%, sometimes 39, often 20, and we'll be able to talk about this a little bit more in a minute. And always 35. So this one's a little bit more positive, like with the sometimes and often than most of them. Or the always and often. Okay, so you can see how y'all answered that. Okay. Adults in my school ask for my thoughts and opinions before making changes. Okay, look at this. 0% always. Nobody said that we always, that adults always ask for your opinions, which I think that's pretty true. I mean, we just give you the work that we assign, right? And we don't say, hey, do you want to do this? Okay, so sometimes, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Sometimes, never, 7%. This is not a lie, it's somebody's opinion, right? And then often would be 22. Okay, so that's how that one is. Adults take my opinions into account when changing a policy or structure. So like, if we're going to change rules, then do we take y'all into account?
No.
Okay. And I don't even know if I get really much say in rules, right? Rules in my classroom, I have the say.
I put sometimes.
Okay? So let's look. 61% said sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. 61%. Never. Huh? I don't know. Let's just the color again. Never 9%. Often 7%. And always 23.
That's a lie.
That's a lie for you. I mean, that's not your opinion, right? People have different opinions. If this doesn't match you, it's probably not going to match you exactly, right? Because this is all of you.
Yep.
So it doesn't mean it's a lie. It's just not your opinion. Okay. So I feel like adults in my school listen to my concerns. This one's kind of sad. Look at this. 52%.
That's true.
Never. Well, that's what most of you think, right? 52%. The majority of you think that. Okay. 22% orange. This is pretty accurate, but I think I keep saying this, but a lot of you had the same answers as your partner. So I want to know how you would do it if you couldn't see anybody's answers. I think that would have been better.
I would have done the same one.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, it's weird that your little group, like some of your little groups are the exact same answers. That's weird. Unless you are just that close. Okay. Often, 22. 4, always. 4%.
Yeah, all those 4%. Some of this 4% reply in a good way.
Okay. We'll be able to talk about it a little bit more in a minute. I promise. So, I feel like the school appreciates my individual needs.
No.
Individual. Okay? Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that this is always true. Then we have often, 18, sometimes, 19, and then never. So you don't really think, or the majority of you don't really think that the school appreciates you individually and your needs. Yeah, your needs. Your personal needs.
Yeah, they took our mirrors away.
They did.
Miss,
63 sometimes.
How they supposed to look at ourselves?
Miss.
Oh wait, you're right.
Fuck. I'll play.
You just said yes.
Why you're dumb?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is why we can't have fun conversations about the real world and what's going on. Not because of him, but because people can't get it together.
Yeah.
I messed up. Matthew pointed it out. I messed up. Sometimes it's 63, never is 19. Okay, so think about that. I'm sorry. So actually, the majority of you do think sometimes your individual needs are met. Okay. Okay. When I share a problem, the adults in my school help me solve it. So never is 6%. Always, I can't really see, but it's less than 6, right? Often 37, sometimes 52. Okay? Might be 5, maybe 4. So, I feel like I can talk about my challenges with adults at my school. So it looks like, again, sometimes 63, the orange. Never, 9. Always 21. So often 7. So sometimes and always is kind of, I mean, at least you feel, not everybody, right? But at least the majority of you feel that if you have a challenge, you can talk to an adult, okay? Not everybody feels that way, but sometimes you feel that way, the majority of you. And some of you really said always. 21%. So that was not too bad. Or I wouldn't say it's bad. That's just how you're feeling, right? There are opportunities for students to improve the school. Okay, sometimes 41. Often 23. Always 29. And then never 7. Okay, so this is how many of you think that there's opportunities here at school so that you could make it better, right? To improve it. So,
To improve like the school?
yeah, to make the school better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant just for like study.
Oh, if you're studying, that's an opportunity to make the school better, right? Because then you test higher. Then it makes the school higher.
But the other kids, if we study because they have their
But it's not about the other school, the other people, right? It's the school as a whole. I think that's what's happening. Shh, pay attention. I think what's happening here is you're only thinking, a lot of people are just thinking about themselves and they can't help other people. Like, you gotta learn how to be influential, right? Yes, you can help yourself, you can be the best student ever, but can't you even be a better student when you're helping others achieve? And trying to be more positive?
This is free for all.
I think that we gotta work on our attitude. Right? If you have a more positive attitude, don't you have a better day? Sometimes, right? But then,
Or they just want the answer when you do all the work. Exactly.
that's true. And then they've gotta work on that too.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about some things. Now that we saw the facts or the statistics. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I know that you have a lot of opinions. And this time we're gonna have a discussion. But if you want to say something, raise your hand. If somebody's saying something, don't interrupt them. Unless I say, okay, you can say something. Because what happens if we're all talking? It's just gonna be chaos and nobody's, like right now, nobody's gonna be able to get their point across. I'm not gonna get to pick all of you, but I'll pick some of you for every question. I'll try to make it a different person. Okay, so think about this. What do you like about being a student at this school? Raise your hand if you want to share something you actually like. Yes, ma'am.
Being in tennis and art.
She likes her like this, so she likes tennis, she likes art. Paris.
I like athletics.
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 Athletic.
Athletics.
I like science.
Science.
Art. Athletic.
What else do y'all like? Raise your hand about being a student at this school. Yes.
I guess, math, I don't know.
Math. What do you like?
Science.
Science. Any anything else besides subjects? Like, what do you like just about being at this school? It doesn't mean it's your favorite subject. Friends? Yes.
Sometimes you get free time.
Free time.
Free dress.
Cool.
Free dress. Oh, that's constricted, yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next question. William. Oh, wait. Can you put up your phone? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. What would make the school better? William.
Right here.
Hold on. Okay.
Stuff.
5,
I agree.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's not use any names. Yes.
You can actually wear jackets or hoodies.
Hoodie.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
Making it back
Go
to
back to
middle school.
4:30.
Made a regular middle school.
Rid of the folder.
Mirrors.
Rid of the folder.
Rid of the folder system.
No more tests on Friday.
Oh,
No
okay.
more
Another
tests
one.
on Friday.
Another one. No more.
Okay. Huh?
No more old room.
Old room.
Oh, that teachers don't take their attitude out on the kids.
There you go.
Don't take your attitude out on the
there
kids.
we go.
We have free dress.
Gotta eat free dress.
They get rid of a chief.
Better
Right
She.
here.
Lily. What were you gonna say?
Okay.
Hold on. Who did I call on? Me.
Call on me, but it's like my mind.
Call on me.
So the only person that should be talking is the person that I call on, right? William.
Getting rid of the extra hour of school.
Okay, getting rid of the extra hour. How about somebody that hasn't shared? Do you have any opinions? What about something actually deeper than just rules and what would make it better? What can y'all do to make it better? What about don't place it all on the adults? What can y'all do?
Work harder.
Work harder? A community garden, right? Something like that?
Oh, make the dishes.
Oh.
Hold on. Here, this is not something.
It doesn't go to all teachers.
This is not something that students can do, but he's saying for teachers to help more. Paris?
So
Hey,
like,
can y'all pay attention to what's going on over here?
to not put all the pressure on the kids and all that stuff.
Not so much pressure. Okay?
Don't start fights.
Don't fight. What else can you do?
Good stuff.
Spencer, stop with the negative. I've heard you say like 10 negative things. If you can't do it, you're going to have to step out. Okay. Listen. Okay, what can you do? Because I can tell just having this conversation, I can tell that you're not positive. Not everybody, right? But you have, all your suggestions are pretty negative. Not everybody, but a lot of y'all are. So maybe if you can change your outlook to be more positive, don't you think that will change the culture?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Some of you said you've tried that. It's not working.
I
Yeah.
already tried that.
Don't skip. Y'all, nobody in here really skips except for a
I
couple.
wish I did.
For who? No one does.
Make lunch food better.
Better food.
Bring Chick-fil-A,
Let's know our phones
McDonald's.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Okay.
Oh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. On the next question, we need to work on, you can only talk if I call on you. Because what did I just say before we started the
Stop
discussion? Not to stop talking, but to wait your turn, because then it turns chaotic.
And we don't start screaming.
So raise your hand if you want to answer the next one.
Ooh.
So maybe someone who hasn't answered anything. Maybe, that would be nice.
Miss, have us in the restroom?
No, right now. Hold on. It's for an assignment. I'm going to turn it into you. But everybody's faces will be blurred. Okay, listen.
Right.
Quiet.
How could you share that idea with the principal? Somebody who hasn't answered. How can you share these ideas that you have with the principal? How can you do it? Yes, Carlos.
I'm making them listen.
Make him listen. Well, how are you going to make him listen? What do you mean? Carl should be talking. And I'm not gonna call on you if you can't get that. Yes, sir. How are you gonna make him listen? Does anybody have some suggestions for that? William? But maybe ask to meet with him, put a sticky note on his arm. What would you do, Alondra? How could you share that idea with the principal? These ideas that you're having about making the school better. How can you share this idea? Alondra? Go to his office and talk to him. Parents.
Making petitions.
Maybe make a petition with different students, right? Getting together. Maybe he'll listen if it's more people or he or she. Huh?
Oh no, I was gonna say what you're saying.
Anybody else? How could you share that idea with the principal, Aaliyah? Maybe posters, William.
Yeah, megaphone.
Megaphone.
Alright.
Elaine, how could you share this idea that your peers are having and you're having with the principal? Talk to him. Have y'all actually tried to have a conversation with him and tell him this?
Yes, I have.
No.
Some of you have. Raise your hand if you have.
I have.
Raise your hand if you have for real. Okay, and you never really talked to her or him at all?
Miss, they will either walk away or not ignore you.
Huh?
They will either walk away or not listen to you.
But do you know that they have a lot on their plate too? What do you think they're always thinking about? We gotta stop the next fight. Gotta make sure that I call that parent back to just call me and they're mad because my kid failed a test. Like they have 50 or more parents trying to get a hold of them. Then they have to make sure you are doing okay in the hallway, in the cafeteria. And they have to make sure they're doing teacher walkthroughs. Do y'all think about what they have to do? O-room, okay. So what did you get O-room?
No, not
Have you ever got O-room?
Yes, I have.
Okay, why'd you get O-room?
Because I was trying to go get my gym bag, but the teacher wouldn't let me out of the auditorium.
So why'd you get O-room?
It's because of that. Because I was in the auditorium.
So how about this? There's a suggestion. How about O-room is for more serious offenses?
Yes.
Right?
Not just like
So maybe y'all can do a little conversation or petition about O-room is good, but let's maybe more serious things. Can let the student explain why that happened, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe we don't let y'all explain.
Basically, like, you didn't think that made us feel so bad.
Hold on, I cannot hear stuff. Spencer.
If they didn't do things that made us so bad, we probably wouldn't be so bad.
Okay. well,
Facts.
So you're saying maybe you're rebelling? Maybe it's like rebelling?
going on strike, we should go on strike.
I cannot hear Brian.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I knew that these were gonna make you very excited and want to talk about it, but we gotta take turns, right? Okay, Brian.
I mean, for the O-room thing, for the explanation, the only reason why I didn't get O-room, or the first time I ever got O-room, I tried explaining it, that I never received the paper, or they never called me, and they still gave it to
They
me.
still give you over.
Because it's not my fault.
See, that's what I'm hearing, that maybe they should be letting you at least explain. And if you're not a repeat offender, because you know the little boy that cried wolf, you're not gonna, if you keep telling lies or something, is there anybody gonna believe you? But what if it's just your first time getting in trouble? Maybe they should let you explain, right?
Miss, I laughed at her.
Huh?
How though?
Why?
Oh,
Oh yeah, well they do put you in reteach for 70s. Okay, let's go to, yes,
I laughed at her.
okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Think about this. Please do not blurt out an answer.
Yes, ma'am.
What opportunities do you have as a student here to make recommendations to teachers and principals? So, if you feel like you don't, let me know that too. So what kind of, but raise your hand. What opportunities do you have as a student here to make those recommendations to teachers and principals? Yes, sir. No, none at all. Is what he's saying. What else? Anybody? Yes, ma'am. So I hear a lot, yeah, to maybe group up. So maybe if it's a lot of y'all and actually trying to advocate for something professionally, right? Not all crazy and why can't we do this and why can't we do this? If actually make a case for yourself and do it professionally, maybe they'll listen to you. Make posters about it.
Oh wait, hold up.
But they'll take it down, they're like, take it down, I'm racist. Sorry.
Huh?
I forgot what
Anybody else? That's okay. Anybody else know of any opportunities that you have?
Oh, because either way it won't matter because it's always gonna be their word over ours.
So like the adults weren't over yours.
Yes, cause like if we say, oh, we're just trying to go to guitar or something, they're gonna say, oh no, I saw them walking in the hallway, and then it's always gonna be us getting all over.
Okay, what about this? Raise your hand. You might not have this opportunity now. How can you take one, pass it back. How can you maybe have, yes sir, what were you going to say?
If I don't get the whole point of arguing with adults, they're just gonna, why should we respect them and they're
So I hear a lot that, listen, that maybe we're not, as adults, right, in general, we're not, just because you're a kid, right, Sadie? Just because you're a kid, that we're not going to respect what you have to say either way, right? Okay, so this is what I want you to do. And you can talk about this to your partners. You can write a pen, pencil, whatever. Let me show you. Yeah, put your, you know what? Don't have to put your name. You can put your name on it. It's up to you.
I already know
Okay, please listen. And it's kind of hard to see, so I can read them to you. If you need a pencil, you can come get one. Make sure you return it. Listen, you can do this all by yourself, or you can do it with the people around you. This is what I want you to do. Estrella, brainstorm and provide solutions. Now, I know that this is a lot because in a little bit of time, but think about it. Think about some stuff students told me. Think about what y'all told me. Brainstorm and provide solutions for the areas identified as priorities. So what I did, so I wouldn't waste time, is I went through your surveys and I looked at what the main needs. Like where was never, like if you said never and it was like 60%, I looked at those questions, okay? So the areas of the most needs, you know, like what we really need. So how can students, this is number one, put number one and then think of brainstorm solutions, okay? So how can students' voices be heard? Okay, think about that at your school. How can students' voices be heard?
I don't know.
Do you need a pencil?
Like,
Write this down.
No,
Don't write. Don't write the question down. Write it, but I want you to write the answer. This is more of, you can talk to each other. Yes, sir. Oh. Paris, are you doing this assignment?
I need a pencil.
Then come get one. So I already asked her.
Are you
Come
gone
get
like you in your backpack?
Oh, never mind,
Oh,
wrong.
never mind.
Okay, sorry. Think about it. Okay, after you think about that, what can adults do to let your voices be heard?
Listen.
This is more of a write it down kind of thing. So how can your voices be heard? How can adults make sure that students' voices are being heard? Después, and Raul, go get the pencil from my desk, please.
Look at me like Why are you in a dark voice?
Where's up?
I want you to be serious about this. Okay.
Ahí está. Oh man. Get out of 58 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me talk to you about the other ones. You can still work on number 1. Make sure I know what number it is. So you're numbering, right? Make sure I know what number you're talking about. How can you and your friends, right, take initiative and advocate for change at your school? So how can you make a change? Leave the adults out of this one on number 2. How can you and your peers make a change at your school? What are steps you're already taking if you're taking some already? So if you're already taking some, let me know some of those steps you're taking. If you're not taking any, that's fine. I want to know how you can.
Wait, Miss, what? I don't get that first step.
How can you make a difference at your school?
Oh.
You and your friends. Yes. And what are you already doing to help?
It's for real, Miss.
The last one, how can we as adults involve you in our decision making? Okay, how can you change stuff at your school? How can you make it? How can you? But you know what? If you want to actually make a change in leadership, we can actually do this stuff. So instead of free time, we're gonna have to take away a little bit of your free time so that we can do this. Okay? We can talk more about this in leadership time, right? So we do have leadership discussion. If y'all want to keep actually trying to make differences and actually doing something for our school, right? We can't change. I can try to help y'all more, right, as an adult, but we can't change what other people are gonna do. But we can change what we're gonna do, right? So if y'all want to keep this discussion going on Monday,
Yes.
we can do that. It's up to y'all. Because I feel like a lot of you are interested in trying to maybe have your voices heard, right? And change the school for the better. Try to do your most, and then I'll give this back to you on Monday if you need to finish it on Monday, okay? Okay, so you can look back. Number 3, let me read it again. How can adults involve students in decisions that are being made here at school? How can we involve you, the adults here?